hello again, and welcome to Roland's Reviews. So glad to have you here with me today. As you can see, as we've been talking about in this entire series, this problem is only worsening. Okay. If you are familiar with this particular topic, type it in the comments section. So, the fire starter, okay, lawsuit against the Biden administration. Okay, so this is a special CB P program. How you doing, Miss Pudsley, Al, Gabrielle, Rhonda, everyone who's here. Everyone hit that little thumb, that little like button for me so that it will trigger the logarithm here on YouTube so that we can bring more people into the conversation. So they secretly flew in over 320,000 migrants, okay, to various U.S. cities. I told you, slowly but surely, everything is trickling out. And I have a short video here to share with you. Hopefully, all of you can see and hear me clearly. How you doing, Love Truck? And again, I keep looking down because I am trying to keep up with your comments. Want to welcome you all. Let's watch this short clip, and then, of course, we will discuss some of the intricate details.
It caught all these migrants getting off the plane, and the White House would not say a thing about it. They wouldn't admit it, and now we know. They're admitting, yes, they have enabled these migrants to go to cities across the country, Rebecca.
You know, Maria, I know the days of Watergate are over and we don't have these major political bombshells, but when you have an administration that has taken the stance that they will come out every single day and beat the American public over the head, that if Congress doesn't do something, nothing's going to get fixed, that it's up to Congress, the president is powerless. And then you find out that not only did he cancel all of the executive orders remain in Mexico, that Trump successfully, dealt with the border crisis on, but they enable this app to have illegal immigrants across the world, Maria, request asylum, then NGOs and humanitarian groups get involved, schedule their travel, get them here, and then here's the worst part. The administration won't even tell us the airports because they can do this program under cover of night and not let us know. But if we in the American public demand to know these 43 airports, no, that's an operational problem that could create vulnerabilities. We can't publicize what we're doing because then people could attack it. This has got to stop. We didn't vote for this. We don't accept this. This is not the rule of law.
Okay, so that's the fire starter. That's going to get the conversation going. Folks, as we said, everyone needs to remain vigilant and everyone needs to make sure that you know what's going on. You cannot trust every news source, but you can, I suggest, go to more than one news source, okay? So, again, welcome to everyone. Ruby, Love Truck, DJ Lewis, peace to you, Miss Tackleberry, Laserflex, DJ. It is treason. It really is. And I think someone typed earlier that they just paid their taxes and they want a refund. Yes, I happen to be in that boat as well. Okay, I want my money back. Okay, so again, folks, this is being done secretly. All right, and the Biden administration is facing a lawsuit. That's why it's all coming out. What have I been preaching, folks, for these people in these sanctuary cities? File class action lawsuits. Well, this is coming from the government, okay? So a lawsuit for the CBP program, one that secretly flew over 320,000 migrants, okay? Supposedly seeking asylum. We've already discussed that. That asylum crap is a fraud, okay? This is on a little app on the phone. It's a little CBP app. And so this has harmed America. We already know that the Biden administration has already admitted to this activity and this action. Remember when the Democrats were complaining, oh, what were they doing? Pointing fingers. Oh, no, it's Greg Abbott. He's sending all these migrants to us, and that's why we're having all these problems. You didn't mention this whole situation. I wonder why. And so this is unacceptable. This is an untenable situation. We've already discussed it. It's a money pit. And the only people who are going to be the losers are the American people. Okay? So tell me what you think about this. The Biden administration will not disclose. I showed that. If you're just coming in, I just showed the short clip. And it talks about they will not disclose the airports that are involved. They said it's a public safety issue. Newsflash, the major or the worst public safety issue is you letting millions of people come across that border unsecured, unvetted. That's the safety issue. But you're not talking about that. That's right. Okay, that's not important. And so the use of the CBP One app has allowed for it's almost undetectable. And so 300, how you doing, Native for Life? How you doing, Floridia? Glad you're here. And so this has allowed over 320,000 illegal immigrants to enter the country. This comes on the heels of a controversial 2022 transportation program in which the Biden administration used taxpayer money. We know we're funding all this. We already know that, to move migrants through the country on overnight flights. Folks, every time I fly, I have to pay for it. So must be nice. I wouldn't know. Remember my video I did on the Boston residents that noticed? Remember, they do everything by night. They didn't tell the Boston residents anything. They moved into their community center, and then they put paper up on the windows so they couldn't see what they were doing, and that they were bringing beds and other materials in for the migrants. This is crazy. Someone said it earlier. This is treason. Miss Pugsley, my boyfriend worked at Portland Airport even in 2017. He saw illegals being dropped off and caught the bus immediately after getting off the plane. Exactly. We know who's funding all this. Exactly. Oh, Ruby, you got it. Yeah. They're talking about the sex trafficking ring with more than 200 arrested in Florida. I think I'm going to do a video later this evening, and I'm going to give you guys a choice of topics, and that's one that's on the list. Thank you, Ruby. And so thank you much, Laser Flax, for telling people to hit that like button. Why are all of you upset about the immigrants coming in when Ronald Reagan also let it happen? Native, it's never been this bad. It's entering into a consent decree to end the practices without admitting wrongdoing. Okay. Jacqueline, we've been knowing this for 2 years, and I guess now they have admitted it. Right. So, I mean, you're being sued. So it's all going to come to light anyway. And so check out my prior videos. We've been, this whole series, you see, it's continuing to escalate. And so check that out. I don't make this stuff up. I wish that I did. Jacqueline, if I miss your comments, please type it again. It's not on purpose. It's just that when there's so many people in here, they do tend to zoom by quickly. DJ, after pathetic as soda, while Joey was coked out of his mind. I'm not sure what you're saying, DJ. Type it again, dear, so I can read it. Jeff, Biden is fully responsible for the protection of our nation and its people. Biden needs to be personally sued for malfeasance. Jeff, how about, and we're going to add treason to that as well, as we said earlier. Where are we here? Jacqueline, when Reagan did the amnesty, it destroyed nice neighborhoods in California. Yeah, a lot of people don't remember that. Native for Life. In 2018, during an Oval Office meeting about immigration reform, Trump allegedly referred to El Salvador, Haiti, and African countries as, well, I can't say that word here, which was widely condemned as racist comments. Okay. Ruby, Jacqueline, they were caught flying them into Westchester County, New York. Okay, Ruby's on top of everything. All right, peace to you. And every time they fly, we have to pay. Yeah, we're paying for all these flights, train tickets, bus tickets. We're paying for all of it, whether you want to or not. That's what we are. All right. So right here it says, Al says, oh yeah, Native, Reagan was a Republican. He was. Al says the immigration situation is the worst it's ever been. Thank you, Al. That's what that's the point I'm getting to. It's very real. And Native for Life is not racist. That's what Ms. Pugsley says. Okay. Jacqueline, and I am a California Coast verifiable independent. Yes, Jacqueline, I'm a registered independent as well, dear. Jeff, treason is a breach of allegiance and of the faith support a citizen owes to sovereignty within which he lives. Okay. No. Native Life says, nope, I'm letting all you know the outside Doesn't matter, DJ. Reagan didn't let every single person come in and stay and give them thousands of dollars. Not to my knowledge. Miss Pugsley, Native for Life, you need to calm down. Okay. Yeah, we're just having an intelligent conversation, folks. So we have to stop voting party over our own self-interest. Ruby, we've been saying that. Ruby, you've probably been here since we started this series, and that's what we're saying. Look at your personal situation, right? You vote for your self-interest, not someone's skin color, not, party over policy. Oh no, that's so 20th century. Heck no. Let's come up to the 21st century. Let's be smart. Okay. And so what we say, all of this from the Biden administration, he's orchestrating this asylum fraud and fiasco. Come on, folks. I even have a video. I'll hold my phone up. Some of these illegal immigrants, they're making TikToks bragging about how they're abusing the American system. It's pathetic. Oh my God. So now think about it. We know this is coming from the top, Biden, right? So we talked about why Mayor Johnson in Chicago, Eric Adams in New York. Yeah, their constituents are angry with them, right? They're fighting hard against their constituents because this is coming from Daddy Biden, Jim Crow Joe. And you have federal agencies involved with moving migrants into the U.S., okay? And so what are you going to do? We're supposed to go out and vote for this? Kamala Harris, what did I tell you guys? Keep your eyes open. There's so much I can talk to you about. I'd be talking from now until the rapture. She last week was at the Edmund Pettus Bridge. We all know the history of the Edmund Pettus Bridge, okay? Bloody Sunday, or John Lewis, where all of the protesters were beaten badly, right? Tear gas, okay? All of the above. She was out there giving a speech. Again, she doesn't give a care about people there. This is all to appear to care and to get, again, with Black people trying to get their emotions involved, because that was such a significant day in Black American history. And so where has she been the past 3 years? Get out of here, folks. You know it's gaslighting. You know it's pandering. You know it's to trigger emotions in Black Americans. We're too smart for that now, okay? And so the migrants, why are they coming? They're promised resources, okay? And, hey, you blame them, everything's free. So again, we're supposed to go for this? No thanks. And so a new revelation is a freedom and a freedom of information request. And this is why it's all coming out, folks. In the lawsuit against President Biden's immigration agencies revealed that they will not disclose information about the secret migrant flights. They say that this would harm their abilities to continue with this program. That's what they're going to say. Biden expanded the CBP-1 program or an app. So this also allows for migrants to apply for asylum from their home countries while they're still in Venezuela or wherever they are. Secretly fly them to the U.S. airports from foreign ones. And this was reported by Todd Benson, so you can look him up, okay? And these migrants were transported into at least 43 American cities, all right? American airports. Of course, they don't want that known either. Oh, they're saying it's a security risk. We know anytime they say something about a security risk, please. And so tell me what you think about that. And some of the other pandering. So this, this is going to continue. And we talked about the pandering that's going to continue. You see what happened in California, the reparations committee, which was a scam. So people think they're going to get something. We all know you're going to get nothing. Don't waste your time. Gavin Newsom, ultra liberal California, he even went on Fox News and let people know, no, you're not going to be getting any checks. So, yeah. And this program that we're talking about here, right? Without obtaining legal status. So it's just come. Everything's good, right? Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, Nicaragua, El Salvador. I can't. If you're familiar with this program, those of you just coming in, how you doing, partner? Please go ahead and hit that little that like button. Migrants use the CBP app to apply for travel, temporary humanitarian relief, and they're allowed to remain in the U.S. for about almost 2 years. Okay, so people don't connect the dots. Rosie, they do not. They are living in the dark, and they sometimes when you're trying to pull people to the light, they kick, tooth and nail. They don't want to know the truth. How you doing, John? John, join us here. Everyone say hi to John. I got to get him back on the show. Thank you, sir. I will definitely try. DJ, if their mouths are moving, they're lying. That part, okay. Bend over the great. Yeah, the great replacement. It's already happened. And people don't know that. Cha Cha, how are you? DJ, my white Christian European ancestors were brought here to be slaves. And DJ, that's what we're saying. So for the people that are saying, screaming they want reparations, from my reading and my research, Dr. Thomas Sowell stated it right. Everyone at some point in time, okay, has had, ancestors at some point in time that were enslaved. And there's still slavery going on out here. How you doing, Mo Dollars? But who's going to pay it? Again, for Black Americans that want reparations, you got to start in Africa first, right? Remember the tribal wars? Whoever won, they sold other tribal members into slavery. And Africa's not giving you any reparations. So why are you only holding the United States responsible? Okay? No double standards here, folks. Not on this channel. Native, what language did America create? English is from England. I speak my native language, but have to speak English for pilgrims. Okay? Jeff, constitutional provisions, Article 2, Section 4 provides for which crimes the president shall be removed from office by impeachment in the House and conviction in the Senate. Rosie, we're all slave to these people. Right. As Rosie, that's interesting. You should say that. One thing I've been saying here, a lot of people aren't enslaved physically, but they're enslaved up here. And, I just don't understand, even if you don't agree with the information I'm sharing, I get my information from more than one source. I don't just, watch one video, go to one website and just run with it. I go to multiple sources. And we still may see things differently, but that's fine. I give you the facts and then you act accordingly, okay? Cha-cha, I'm doing good, Roland. Went to a Trump rally, told many about your YouTube page. Thank you, Cha-cha. I appreciate that, dear. DJ Lewis, Cha-cha, I need to send you a t-shirt or something. I told you I'm in the process of having some t-shirts made. I'm trying to get better pricing because everything has gone up. So the distributor I worked with before, their prices really went up. So I'm trying to work with something else, Forprint or someone else who, if I order in bulk, I can get sort of a discount. Thank you so much. Miss Pugley, native, Trump's right. Chef is speaking to Ruby. Okay. And so, folks, that's all I wanted to share with you about that. I wanted you to know. Let me see what else I've had to ask you about. So I told you there's so much for me to talk to you about. Al has something to say, and Rose too. Hold on. Rose, who would be a fool to vote for the Democrats? If you don't eat, nobody eat, so why vote for the Democrats? My kids and grandkids need a safe place to live. I'm terrified for my generation. Rose, right now, it's not safe at all. Exactly. Al, we definitely are mentally enslaved. Once we all clear the fog and wake up, we realize that we've all been had. Al gets it. Al, we've been had for years, but thanks to the internet, no one has to be had anymore. If people would take their phones and use it for educational purposes, right? Everything that I share with you on here, you can say, well, I don't believe anything she's saying. Google it. Go to multiple sources. I do. Okay. Cha-cha, much love. Oh, yeah, Cha-cha. Thank you so much. When my t-shirts get here, Cha-cha, I definitely got to send you a t-shirt. Okay, dear? And like I said, we have like minds on here, right? And don't pour pee down my back and then tell me it's raining. Okay, so if you have more than half a brain, you have to be open-minded, people. So many people And like I say this all the time. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I give you information. I tell you to take it and act accordingly. You vote however you want. That's your God-given American right. I'm just giving you information, right? And so into the bench. How you doing, dear? DJ Lewis, but I beseech thee to wake up faster. Yeah, I really believe that this immigration crisis was meant to wake people up. I truly believe that in my heart. Um, and so, uh, however you feel politically, that's fine. I'm not gonna get angry with you and tell you, "Oh my God, you voted for Biden again." After I, that's your choice. I have more things in life that I care about than getting angry, berating, denigrating someone's name. It's to me, it's not that serious. I know I'm not voting for Biden or the Democrats, and I told you why. And I was looking, I didn't have time to respond to the comments. People are always leaving comments. They don't know me from Adam's house cat. And they'll come and leave a comment. Well, you voted for him. You get what you voted for. And you don't know me. I did not vote for Jim Crow Joe Biden. I did my research on Jim Crow Joe. So no, I did not. So people make assumptions just from looking at you, stereotyping me. I didn't vote for him because I knew his history. So give people a chance, or at least ask, or say, well, if you voted for him, then so at least put the word if, and then I'll say, well, no, and sometimes people do, and in the comment section I'll say, thank you, ma'am or sir, I did not vote for Jim Crow Joe because I researched his history, and that's why I didn't vote for him. So at least give me, a chance. At least ask. Don't just assume. I mean, I didn't have time to respond to it, but someone typed, well, you voted for him, so you. No, I didn't. Okay. So let's give each other the benefit of the doubt before we make accusations, people. Don't worry, I'm a Generation Xer, so I don't wear my thoughts and my feelings on my sleeve. It doesn't hurt my feeling, but I'm just like, that's part of the problem. You can't assume anything. Ask before you make assumptions. Um, where are we here? Miss Pugly, Ruby, I am happy to see men under 50 not swallowing the blue pill. Exactly, Ruby. Exactly. I agree. They start, Miss Pugsley, Miss Pugsley, I love it. Floridia Ramirez, a lot of Salvadorians don't get offended by the right statement. Why, you may ask? Because it was true. Floridia gets it. Folks, truth hurts, right? The truth does hurt. Sometimes when we have to do an honest self-assessment of ourselves, it hurts. And then, of course, we start trying to make changes so that we can become better people overall. And that's how I feel, folks. How you doing, Steve? More like feeling has its station in the nervous system. Feeling is what feels the body and the impressions from the four senses. How you doing, Mark? Thank you, Mark. I try to be informed, dear, and I tell people I don't vote for someone because of the color of their skin. That is dangerous. That is irresponsible. Just stop. People need to stop being lazy. That's all Americans. Stop being lazy and do your research on people. And don't vote for people. And we've all voted for someone that we went to school with, someone that a co-worker who ran for office. I have because of the familiarity. I don't do that anymore. Policy over party, over color. No, 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 no. Don't do that. It's dangerous. Ruby, facts don't care about your feelings. Ruby, when I give people facts, they don't want to hear it, or they'll counter with some, in the words of Archie Bunker, some crapola. All right. And the funny thing is, thank you, Mr. Joyner. The funny thing is, a lot of the people who I speak with have conservative values, but they would never vote for a Republican. Why not? You're voting for your own, against your own self-interest. And then you sit back and complain. Those of you who are here for the first time. Oh yeah, Mark. Oh yeah. I'm an independent thinker. I am. And so I don't subscribe to groupthink. All right. With the Democratic Party, I don't do that because, again, that's not how I was raised. I was raised to think for myself. And again, once I started waking up years ago and really, saying, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. And again, I started reading and researching. I didn't let someone, just tell me something and I just believe it. No, you may tell me something and then I go. That's how I learned about the truth in reference to Black Lives Matter. Um, I never marched during all that fiasco, the Black Lives Matter uh, trumped up charges on people and all these innocent people. Folks, the media spins a narrative that they want you to believe so that you feel sorry. And now you look at some of these places, particularly liberal cities. They can't get police officers. They're afraid to do anything. If you don't know, New York had to have the National Guard to go out. It's becoming very, very dangerous, right? And for those that don't know, New York citizens aren't allowed to have guns. So how the heck are you supposed to protect yourself? And you're bringing in all these people, no jobs. It's a third world country. Who the heck wants to live in New York? I still have family there. Um, Jeff, those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolutions inevitable. John F. Kennedy. Facts. Karma knows. Proud Boys, old fake story. Floridia, exactly at Karma knows. Mark, I started waking up about 3 years ago. Just started getting credit. Mark, when you see a party that does nothing for Americans, and you still continue. Now, those of you who are here for the first time, I'm going to give the people who voted for Joe Biden a pass. They're waking up. And that's why I started this series. I started this series because I had seen so many things changing that I had never seen in my lifetime, especially people in Chicago talking about flipping Chicago red. I did one video and it took off. And I'm still doing this series because people are fed up and they're not going to take this. Okay? You're doing the American people wrong and you don't care. Okay? You stick your little puppets here and there, right? So they had Kamala, I told you, at the Edmund Pettus Bridge giving a speech. Where have you been for 3 years? Right? They're going to have her out more. They're going to have the other puppets out trying to get you to come back to the Democratic plantation. Don't fall for it. You're too smart. Where are we? Okay, Miss Pugsley. Fine. Moderators, you do what you have to do. We're in here trying to have an intelligent conversation. If people can't come in and talk intelligently without trolling, so be it. We don't have time. I don't know about you. I am too old for nonsense. I'm just trying to share some information with you so that you can make an intelligent choice. All right. So thank you for that, moderators. You know what to do. Here we are. Karma knows. I see that they watch their black box in their hands and believe fake news. Some will never wake up. I pray for them. Karma, yeah. Some people, it's sad to watch, really. You have truth right in your hand, right here in your face, or somebody places it in your hand. Say, hey, look, and you still don't want the truth. Come on, I can't. Waylon, how are you? We've been betrayed and abandoned by our government, and that's my issue. Newsflash: I'm a taxpayer as well. Okay, and I don't agree with this, and I'm never going to agree with this. And you're not going to make me feel guilty. But you have to help. I help home first. I help family first. Then I branch out. I have a heart. I'm empathetic as well as sympathetic. But any Stevie Wonder can see this is not right. And they keep saying, thank you, Jacqueline, for giving her a thumbs up, Miss Ruby. I keep telling people, regardless of why do people have to put party first? Just look at the situation. Go and check out the video I did on what's going on in Maine. Maine was trying to get Trump removed from the ballot, and now just go check out the video. So politically, they voted for Biden, But they don't like what's going on with the illegal immigrant situation where they're going to get free rent for 2 years. And they're like, we're struggling. What about us? Well, if you're an American, forget you. You're not getting anything. So again, why would you as a taxpayer put up with that crap? Okay? Get out there and get the word out. All this taxation and we can't get any representation? No, we're not going for that. Mark, the truth rules. Exactly, Mark. That's what I'm talking about. On this channel, we don't do double standards. And speaking about the left, again, when something happens, oh, well, they'll make up a story. Well, or they'll embellish. I'll say embellish. Well, this young boy, well, it was, no, stop it. Stop it. You guys know, do you want me to talk about the 600 youths at Six Flags opening day? They destroyed the park. They were shooting, all kinds of crimes, assaults. Tell me what you want me to come on here later and talk about. I don't care about the color of the youths. Why? Why? Because most of they were black. Why shouldn't we talk about it? Those of you who haven't checked out the video, and I need to do another. Oh, we can't get teachers. We can't keep teachers. Why do you think? Why? Stop making excuses for teenagers. Okay? There's I think Miss Ruby or Jackie mentioned it earlier, the illegal migrant sex trafficking ring that was just broken up in Florida. New California bill that makes illegal immigrants eligible for homeowners loans. Do you know how many Americans would love to get a homeowners loan? Yeah. That's crazy. Also, the Fannie Willis fiasco. She, before all this came out on her, well, some of it was out. She went to a black church and told all kinds of lies, and they just welcomed her. Oh, this is racism. No, it's not. She broke all kinds of laws. But because she's black, we're not supposed to say anything. Well, I say something. I don't care. Yeah, cha-cha. I'm paying for my loan every month. I didn't get a free loan. Ruby, yeah, thank you so much. Those of you that are here, please go ahead and hit that little thumb, hit that like button. If you have Facebook, if you have Instagram, share this out on social media. Okay, Mark, thanks so much. And so you guys tell me, what do you want me to talk about? And how about that Tiffany Henyard, the mayor up outside of Chicago, made her mayor. She put that little town $7 million in debt. She was running it like she was a mafia princess. And then she gets mad at all the people. I'm ashamed of you. I'm a black woman and you're attacking me. What about the rotten job that you've done? And then she was trying to people who wouldn't vote for her. She was trying to shutter their businesses. But because she's black, we're not supposed to say anything. Right? Get out of here. Right. And so you guys tell me, what do you want me to talk about next? The Six Flags over Georgia, where 600 teenagers destroyed the park opening day, shootings, assaults, all kinds of stuff. So type in the comment section, Six Flags incident, Fannie fiasco, the illegal sex trafficking ring that was broken up in Florida. Tell me what you want me to talk about. The homeowners loans that the migrants are going to get that a lot of Americans can't get. Wait, what? So Democrats are going to see you messed up, right? And in the words of my favorite rock group, they're going to see. They don't believe it now. But I'm going to sing a line, but don't worry, I won't quit my day job. I can't play any music here because YouTube will, block out that part of the video. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. You always say that you want to be free. I can go on. Okay. One of my favorite Rolling Stone songs. John Joyner says black face in a high place. Yes. What do? They put black people. So some Democrats and some liberals I'll talk to. Well, they put a lot of black people in the White House. I don't give a care if they're not doing the job. Who cares if they're black? That's racial idolatry. Oh my God, I can't. Ruby, Cha Cha, the Rolling Stones. Yes, I love the Rolling Stones. I've been to see them in concert. I have all 50 plus CDs, albums, tapes. I love them. Miss Pugsley, Letitia James, yes, and the firemen. So all these people who are after Trump, it doesn't matter if you like Trump or Biden. I'm just saying. You notice? Oh, their skeletons are coming out of the closet. Woohoo! I can't make this stuff up. Ben, Sympathy for the Devil. Yes, that's a good one too. They were chanting Trump. Yeah. John said, sing it, Lau. Yeah, I'm trying. Peace to you. I sang some Pink Floyd on the last video. Some Comfortably Numb. Okay. That's what I'll be singing in November. If the same people who are doing all this complaining, if they come back, if you go and vote for Jim Crow Joe again, I don't want to hear anything. I'm going to be singing that song. I have become comfortably numb, and I'll be ignoring you. Okay. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons. Now I have that feeling once again. I can't explain. You would not understand. This is not how I am. I have become comfortably numb. Yes, I love Pink Floyd too. All right. So Al said, "Oh my God, Al, you should see my rock collection." And Al, I'm old enough. I have albums. I have Olivia Newton-John. Albums. I have Carly Simon's greatest hits. Don't get me started. I'll rock out on you, Al. I will. Thank you, Al. Badgerton, how are you? Darnell Lewis, well, they better learn to be for the survival of New York City. New York City looks like a third world country. I still have family and friends that live there, and they despise it now. I have a relative who's lived in New York probably 40 years. She's now moving to Florida, and she hates the South. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted. Okay? So, kudos to the firemen who booed Letitia James and chanted Trump. Thank you, Bend Over, Hall and Oates. Oh, yes. Private eyes are watching you. They see your every move. Say that to the Biden administration. We're watching, baby, and it's all slipping out. Trickling out, slowly but surely. They're not going to get away with this. Thank you, Jeff. Miss Pugsley, she wants to hunt them down for booing at her. Yeah, very vindictive. That's evil. Jacqueline, it is the racism. Right. Every time someone says something, a white person says something that a black person is doing wrong, they're racist. So I'm not going to tell you the names that they call me. But again, I'm a Generation X, so you can't hurt my feelings. I don't care. But because they're black, they get a pass. That's the narrative that they've created in America. Just like I go all the way back to Imus. Remember when Imus made that statement about the girls' basketball team? Black people have been saying things about black people. No one said anything. When Imus said it, he was canceled. Why is that? Double standards. Okay? That's not right. That's the Alan Parsons Project. Eye in the Sky, looking at you. Oh yes, Al, I love the Alan Parsons Project. Al, I'm a music connoisseur, baby. I know it all. Mostly 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Okay. But it's not about it, right, Ben? But they make it about skin. And again, if you're black, you get a pass. If a white person says something, oh my God, they're racist. They're not racist. If you're wrong, you're just wrong. And that's not, there's right or there's wrong. You can't have that gray area. And so I told you, Al, you didn't think I knew about the Alan Parsons Project. Yeah, look them up. I love their music. Oh, I still look at the videos, Al. Yes, I'm old, Al. I'm old enough when MTV first came out, I'd get out of school and every day I'd go home and turn on MTV and just be just like, in a trance. Yeah. Thank you, Rain. And so I'm just saying, uh, folks, wake up. Don't let them do this to us. Don't think this is not going to affect me like me. I live in North Carolina, but it's still, again, there's with them secretly flying in all these people and they won't tell you where they sent them. So it's going to affect you one way or another, and sooner or later you will be affected. Badgerton, I just thank you so much. Badgerton, I'm just saying like it is. We have to stop with this racial idolatry. That's dangerous. A lot of people need to listen to what Morgan Freeman has to say, Denzel Washington, and they're to be black in Hollywood, and they go against the grain. They don't agree with that crap either. And a lot of people, sort of, oh God, they're saying that. They're telling the truth. Al, yes, I looked at the Solid Gold Dancers. I remember when Dionne Warwick was on there. Yes, Al, yes. Jesse Lee Peterson, Bend Over. I do look at Jesse Lee Peterson, the preacher. I do. Yeah. So I told you guys, there are a lot of people on YouTube that look just like me, saying the same thing I'm saying. People are fed up. And again, now that black and white people are starting to come together, we're not enemies. Don't let people. Thank you so much. Jalapeno ketchup. Hall and Oates. I can sing Hall and Oates all day. And Billy Joel, I can sing it all, baby. I love it all. I can sing some. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. I can go. I know. I listen to everything, and bluegrass is part of it. So I'm just saying, if you notice, we don't hate it. We're not at each other's throat. And I had to seriously, me and my coworker, we were talking one day, and I'm like, why is it the perception that we hate each other? We don't. But that's what they want. They don't want us to come together because then we're going to force them to do the right thing. Together, they have to do the right thing because we're not standing for it. If they keep us divided, and look at how they brought all these people in here. Divide and conquer. I've already told you, this is the Cloward pivot strategy. This is being done on purpose so that they can collapse the American economy. It's happening, folks. It's already happening. Cha-cha, you love bluegrass. Okay, yeah. I sing some ZZ Top. I love it all too. DJ, the system of Dr. Tarr and Professor Feather. Yes, Alan Parsons. Oh yeah, DJ, I listen to all of Alan Parsons, dear. Miss Paisley, Solid Gold, Soul Train, all of that. I looked at all of that, listened to all of that. Rain, divide and conquer. Right. Black people, white people, Hispanic, Asian, everyone stand up and say, we're not dealing with this crap. What the heck are you doing? Why are you using our tax money for something that we do not approve of? Right? Yeah, I'm not. If we don't band together, they're not going to stop. And we're just going to be on here still complaining. Oh, peace to you. Who remembers the version of Walk This Way? I remember that with Run DMC. I love Aerosmith. I do. All right. Jeff, Job 5:13, he catches the wise in their craftiness and the schemes of the wily are swept away. God will drain the swamp himself. Jeff, he's waking people up now so that we can start the process. Richmond, north of Richmond, okay. Rain, create chaos, brings in martial law. Rain gets it. Yes, Rain. They're doing this on purpose. Al, I've been fed up with the shenanigans. And that's why I'm trying to tell as many people as possible. Again, we're not at each other's throats. We get along just fine. All right. And what I've come to find out, the most intolerant people are the Democrats that I talk to. And even if I'm trying to give them truth, Those of you who haven't seen my Trayvon Martin video, go check it out. I have a friend, Democrat. And I said, well, no, I don't. She wouldn't even let me get out one sentence. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you what really happened in the Trayvon Martin case and how we were lied to as an American public. She would not let me get out. She didn't want to hear anything. So, what could I do? Oh yeah, come together right now over me. I like the Beatles. Alan Parsons. Sorry, they won't let me play any music on here, so I have to hurt your ears and try to sing on here, guys. But yeah, that is DJ. They did, and it's all lies. And again, it just hurts me. Now, this friend I was just telling you about, she has the same values that I have, but she would never vote for a Republican. Never will. And she told me that out of her own mouth. So, Badgerton, rest in peace, Laken Riley, the college student that was killed by the illegal immigrant. Yes, didn't even have the decency. He wouldn't even say her name correctly. And then he went back and apologized to the Democrats because he called a guy an illegal. What the heck? Oh, I can't with Jim Crow Joe. I cannot. Ruby, you can't converse with a person, right, Ruby? And and that's why I keep an open mind. Ruby, if you wanted to come to me and say, hey, Roland, that I want to share this concept with you, I'm going to listen to it. I may agree, I may disagree, but I will at least listen. I mean, I don't understand that. Sally Brill, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Facts. And that's why God, how you doing? Oh, thanks for the super chat, Monique. Truly appreciate you speaking the truth. I'm trying, Monique. If we don't wake people up, we're gonna lose. And all the people who are still walking around, sleepwalking, they're gonna be like, oh, well, you were right. Well, newsflash, it's not gonna help us. It's not gonna help us. Then it'll be too late. Thank you so much, everyone, for the super chats. And so, again, I can get the word out, but I need help. If you have Facebook, if you have Instagram, God bless you too. Share this. They may not listen to me, but if there's a friend or family member, you sharing it, they may listen to you because you're sharing it. It was important enough for you to share. I can't do this alone, right? And don't let anyone denigrate you or shame you into voting if you don't want to. Those of you here for the first time, I've already told you, a lot of Black Americans said they're voting the couch. That's your God-given American right. I'm not going to denigrate you. I'm not going to call you names. That's your right. You do what's best for you. That's my mantra. Carmen knows it was a cringe speech, disgusting, right? And didn't want to say her name. I mean, just crazy. Never go full Biden. No. I'm surprised he was coherent enough that long, because usually he says a sentence or two and he starts mumbling and yeah, so he was coherent that long. Oh wow. DJ, well, they lied to our parents and I can't stand a liar, and that's all they do is lie. Exactly, DJ. Carla, just watch that. Awesome. Karma, what did you just watch, dear? Ruby, Mark Robinson running for governor. Ruby, I live here in North Carolina, and that's very, very interesting. North Carolina is usually votes Republican, but for some reason, they usually vote in a Democratic governor. So this is very, very interesting. Yeah, I watched his speech today. And okay, thank you, Ben. And so, did you guys decide? I'm going to let you go so you can go do what you need to do, and then I'm going to come back on later. Did you guys decide do you want me to talk about the Six Flag incidents where 600 scholars, because every time Black youth are involved in heinous crimes, well, they're smart. They tell you lies, right? And I call them scholars, 600 scholars who were shooting committing assaults, destroyed Six Flags on opening day. But the liberal media is going to tell you, well, oh, it wasn't that bad. No, you get the truth here. And I'll share a video for you. You get the truth here. I don't care that they were black. All you people that want to know why you can't keep teachers, students like that, and the mayhem that they wreak havoc. But guess what? They want them in school, So you have teachers that say, okay. So the teachers, what do? They denigrate our names. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. We can only work with what you send us, sir, ma'am. You don't raise your kids right. I don't have time to teach my curriculum and discipline your child. I do not. And to continue, those of you here for the first time, parents who are telling their kids they can't make it because a whole race of people is against them, that's a bald-faced lie, and you're setting your child up for failure. I've already told you, if you've been on this channel before, I'm sick of hearing the word racism. Is America perfect? No. I had someone in the comment section the other day. You're crazy. Why would you say that there's no racism in America? I said, sir, I said. Is America perfect? No. But my mantra is, if you work hard and you have work ethic, racism or nothing else is going to stop you. Racism is more of a crutch and an excuse for not being a success. I don't want to hear it. Is there racism? Yeah. Can it stop you? No. That's the difference. That's the difference. So what? You work hard, you have work ethic. What can stop you? You. Bad choices. You. Tell me I'm wrong. Don't want to hear it. If you are a Black American, under, 65-ish and over, and you actually went through Jim Crow, okay? You went through something. I have respect for you. Teenagers coming to me talking about racism, I don't want to hear it. I even had someone come in the comment section and said, oh my God, you tell your students that you're an awful teacher. And I'm giving them facts and truth. There's too many programs. There's free money if you want to go to college. My students, primarily, their parents are in Air Force or Army. You can be a success if you want to. I have students at Ivy League universities. I have students at HBCUs. I have students at the local jail and prison system. Take your pick. Your choice. Not a whole race of people that's done something to you. So parents, you're setting your child up for failure. That's why when the police give them a command, they don't listen. You've told them they're racist, they hate you, and they're trying to kill you. So when they're pulled over, what do they try to do usually? They try to run. So parents, that's bad parenting. 101 all day long. Tell me I'm wrong. We can go back and forth here in the comment section. Tell me I'm wrong. It's either right or it's wrong. I see parents all the time come up to the high school. If your child has done something wrong, I've seen them defend their child in their wrongdoing. Also seen parents that have done that. Their children have been arrested multiple times. You're doing your child a disservice. That's bad parenting. You're telling them not to listen to authority. So again, I tell you, when these kids are out here doing things they shouldn't be doing, and they get in trouble with the law, I'm not marching for them. Raise your children so they don't find themselves in some of those situations. Sorry, I missed your chats here. Where are we here? If I missed you, type it again, please, because there are a lot of comments here. Don't let the trolls break up the love in the room. That's right. We're not here for the troll. We're here for each other. That's right. Peace to you. It's okay to disagree as long as we stick to the facts. Peace. Bye. Peace to you. Thank you. Don, the Republican running for governor in North Carolina will win, as well as Steve Garvey for U.S. Senate in California. Good. Jeff, here's a really good song that tells it how it is regarding the politicians and their agenda. DMX, Ready to meet him. Okay. Ruby, the parents don't even want to be bothered with those miscreants. Ruby, they do not. They send their their children to school. Newsflash, I am not a professional babysitter and I'm not dealing with nonsense. Exactly. Ruby gets it. DJ, if there is no punishment for crimes, then the bad gets worse, i.e., Brandon, uh, Tree, treason, accountability. Okay, good. Don, when I did wrong in school, I was sent to the principal's office and spanked and never did wrong again. That was a rule. And then we got home, we would be punished again. We need those days back, Don. Yes, we do. Andrew, there's that 72-year-old sub teacher in Indiana got his eye popped and popped out in a bad way and no charges on it. Yeah, Andrew, more of those incidents. That's not a rarity. That's the norm. Mark Robinson's great. Yeah, Democrats paid for decades to help Black people keep the victimhood. Yeah, they tell you you're a victim. No, you're not. I'm not a victim. And I tell my students, you're not a victim. Quit making excuses. Gilbert, how are you? Hello. Go Cowboys. That's right. My Cowboys. Super Bowl or bust this year. Badgerton. I stopped by the police a few times in my life and always complied. Me too. I've been stopped, if you're speeding or something of that nature. I'm allowed to watch this channel. Badgerton, yeah, I've been stopped. I've never been disrespected. When I was stopped, I was usually speeding. And sometimes, how you doing, Mark Holmes? Glad to have you here. Sometimes a white police officer would let me go, give you a warning. Sometimes a Black police officer would write me a ticket. But I tell you, it's all in how, you react. When I'm pulled over, yes, sir, no, sir. First of all, I tell my students, you're already in the wrong, so be calm. Don't get nasty and start cursing. That's going to escalate the situation. As an educator, police officers as well, we're taught to what? De-escalate situations, right? Al, I heard about that incident in Indiana. Yes, Al. Oh my God. It's bad. Bump out the trolls. They're like mosquitoes. Yeah, we need some raid, Al. Al, I love it. Oh my God. Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington, let the victim engines act. Yeah, they don't like their responses because they don't want to hear anything about victimhood. They don't. Where are we? Don Rollins, here you're a Cowboy fan. Yes, Don. Would that not be great to see a KC Chiefs versus Don, I don't want to see my Cowboys playing against the Chiefs. I'm afraid of Mahomes. I don't want to see Patty and no. I need someone I think we can beat, okay? I don't want to see Pat Mahomes. No, please. Oh, Don Rollins. Okay, where are we? Karma. If they don't want to listen, I'll just block the trolls and pray for them. That's all you can do, Karma. So go ahead, guys. Tell me what you want me to. I'll come on. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to get off. Do you want me to talk about the Six Flags incident where over 600 youths destroyed the park on opening day? There were fights. There was shooting. Type it, whatever I see. Yeah, Michael Parsons is a beast. Tell me what you want. You want me to talk about that? Or you want me to talk about Fannie Willis, the Fannie Willis fiasco? Or do you want me to talk about the illegal migrant sex human trafficking case in Florida? Or the new California bill for illegal immigrants to receive homeowners loans? Let's talk about, okay, Ruby says Fannie. Vivek for VP. Okay, so that's the only person that said anything. So I guess we'll talk about Fannie, right? Is that what everyone wants to talk about? Al, you want to talk about Fannie, okay? Okay, Sally said all of the above, okay? Fannie, all right. And isn't it interesting? As soon as they started calling her on her nonsense, what's the first thing your father? Oh, this is racism. No, it's not. No, it's not. People who live in glass houses, please don't throw stones. Now, all these people, all of their skeletons are coming out of the closet. Oh, it's hilarious. How they, DJ, it was opening day, 600 youths, Black youth, destroyed it. Shooting, there was assaults, all kinds of crimes were committed. They destroyed the park. That Tiffany Henyard, yeah, Badgerton. Letitia James, yeah. So let me see. So you guys want me to talk about Fannie? I have 2 for Fannie. Let me see. 3 for Fannie. Looks like I'll have to talk about Fannie. And that Tiffany Henyard, I'm going to talk about her too, who was running it like she was a mafia princess and threatening people and shaking people down and trying to shut down their businesses. Okay, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you all for being here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. I'll come back on maybe a couple of hours. We're going to talk about Fanny and all of the mess that she's found herself in. And honey, you know the IRS is going to come knocking at her door. She having all those cash transactions. People do that because, yeah, they don't want a paper trail. So I'll see you all. We'll talk about Fanny. Peace to all of you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a couple of hours. I'm going to go get my stuff ready for work tomorrow, and I'll be back. I shall return. Thank you so much for being here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel.